Okay. I would just like to welcome everyone and say thank you for jumping on. I'm here to just talk a little bit about my online business, and first I'd like to introduce myself. So I'm really excited and appreciate you all jumping on and joining me on this celebration of I've been in the business now for 6 years, so which I've loved every moment of it. The business has absolutely changed my life in so many ways, as in there's a lot of self-development and, not just my health, but, fun, purpose and community, as the business has a lot to do with the community. I know, at the moment that we're all living in a bit of a crazy time, and, lots of people suffering either with loss of work or just not that connection with other people, and also a lot of fun because you haven't been able to get out and about and do things. So we have found, with us being here, that we've connected with a community that helps us to enjoy more things in life, and to have more fun times, adventures, and those magical moments. With so many people, lifestyle being impacted the last few years, as mine was as well, around, with work, not knowing, the unknown of whether you will keep a job or how it's going to affect you, just with the COVID and other things. There's just been a lot of, different things changing in life. I definitely was concerned about my, financial income and what I would do, around work and everything like that. But it definitely was like a relief knowing that I had this as a backup plan, and that I'd been doing it for a few years. So it actually even showed me more of what a gift that it is to have that ability to be able to create an income online. Now, I just would like to tell you a little bit about my story, how the business came to me. So when I was first started about 6 years ago, I was just living on a casual single income, as I had left a long-term relationship of about 24 years. So I hadn't really had a full-time job in that period of time. Like before kids and everything, I had work, but during that time I just done casual work. So I was, having to live on a budget, which was a real struggle, but, I did make ends meet. And, the thing that was really concerning for me was that, that I was a 50-year-old woman that had no super or hardly any savings. So that was a concern of thinking, how will I survive in life, and what does my future actually hold for me? And I was pretty determined that I didn't want to, end up having to rely on Centrelink or anything like that, because, I wanted to create more in my life than having that as my, main income. And, I've also got 3 daughters and 3 granddaughters. So I want to be able to give more to them as well. So when I first started, I truly didn't really know, what exactly it was. I knew it was a business and stuff, but I hadn't really heard anything much about multi-level marketing or anything. But I could see that, people were creating an income online and that, and sort of thinking, well, how are they doing it? Then this opportunity came along to me. It was shared to me by someone that I, trusted the person. It was actually my daughter. So I could see that she was, doing it and doing quite well with it. So I felt that, I had been on the products for a little while. So I thought that, I would give it a go, as I, truly loved the products. And I could see that, how it could help me to have that second income around my casual work. And so being able to, create that income just part-time around other work that I was doing, which was a real, tick for me, as far as that, being able to have that second income and, not having to try and juggle 2 jobs and everything like that. Once I started, I could see that I could just learn as I was going, which was, really good too. So it wasn't overwhelming or anything. I'd never really, done much in the way of personal development before. This had helped me to grow in myself and, my confidence. Now, I'm really, I just love personal development because it just, makes you feel better within yourself and about yourself. And also, to, know that there is more out there that we can create. Knowing that I have, this extra income has given me the chance to have more adventures in my life and to actually create a savings account, which I never had before. And now, I'm really excited for my future because I know that I want to travel and I can do this while I'm traveling. I can create a early retirement and, just be able to create things that I want for myself and my family. So that's my story. And, and also that I can, now know that it is a true gift and I can share this with others to be able to create more abundance in their life as well. So Lee was going to share for me now a little bit about the business and the misconception. Thanks, Lee.
My pleasure, Jen. It's so great to see how much you've grown through this business. And, I've been here for 6 years as well. Let me just replace the spotlight on here. And, we're in totally separate states around Australia, right? But it's so great that we're able to jump online to be able to share all of this with you guys. So, as I said, my name's Lee. I've been here now for 6 years as well. And when I first started here, I was a stay-at-home mum. And my background before kids was working in a corporate IT job for 27 years, working that standard 9-to-5 career. Who's got one of those? It's totally different. I had a totally different lifestyle back then. I had no kids. I had heaps of flexibility to travel. And I just had a great income back then too. And then, as we do go through life, I met my husband, we got married, we bought a house together, we had kids, and we made the big decision for me to stay at home with them full time, as we found that it was just more expensive for me to go back to work than it was for me to stay at home. But as life goes on, we would argue over all of these little day-to-day things, the food budgets, paying off credit cards, mortgages. We didn't go on holidays very much, and it just caused a big strain on our marriage. So my highest values are fun and adventures. So for me, this was not a fun time going through all of this. So I made a big decision to leave the relationship when my kids were 2 and 4. And this was even more challenging for me because I went then down to a single parent income of $440 a week to live on. So if you know what that's like, it's hard, it's challenging. And I just had so much financial uncertainty and fear around what life was going to look like for us. So in that time, I found that I just really lost myself and my independence. I started to get run down. I wasn't looking after myself and just getting exhausted. I never appreciated all of those things that I really love to do. So it was like Groundhog Day, right? I think it is. So I got to this point where I was stuck. It's like that crossroads of knowing what to do. And I could see that there was a lot of people working online, but I seriously had no idea. I didn't understand it. And I was introduced to this business 6 years ago, as I said, by a personal trainer at my gym. And he said to me, just come and get all your questions answered and see what it could be for you. And I literally sat on it for about 2 months before I said yes. I could see that all the products were amazing. I tried some of the shakes. But what I really loved and why I said yes was just that flexibility to be able to create a part-time income around the kids. So the first couple of years he was pretty crazy, just the same as Jen. I'd never done any personal development before I started. And just going through it every day and learning new things, I found that my confidence grew and I was discovering new things about myself that I've been able to teach other people. And that's what causes the biggest impact. So that one thing that was missing from our life was the fun and adventures. And just having this part-time income over the past 6 years, it's allowed us to create some pretty cool magic moments. And I've been able to take my kids to Japan. They've seen the snow for the first time. I traveled around America for 4 weeks. I get to be with them on school holidays. but we also get to create a lifestyle that wraps around family life. So that was really important to me. And someone once said to me that kids have got all these amazing dreams of when they're young, the places that they want to go to and things that they want to do. This year they want to go to the snow again. But it's our job to be able to help bring that to life. And this has definitely been the most rewarding way to do that. So a little bit about the business side of things. When I first looked at this, I was really curious, but I was also slightly skeptical because I thought it was one of those scams, right? And what I discovered is that our business model here is really unique. And when I was shown through it in more detail, it was nothing like what I thought it was. And there's so many people that I've spoken to that think this industry is not for them. And what I see is it's just fears and doubts. And I had all of these in the beginning as well. But what I know to be true is people are looking for ways to leverage their time and bring in an extra income. And this is such an amazing model. And I believe that if it aligns with you in any way, you can really make some magic here. So another one of my concerns was just breaking out of that comfort zone that I'd been in for so long. I had my career in IT for 27 years and then being a stay-at-home mum for 5. I had no idea how that the whole online space with things like social media and e-commerce, network marketing, drop shipping, online business, like they have put all these words out there. I'm like, I have got no idea. But I kept thinking, gosh, I need to know a lot of people. And I had a lot of friends, but I didn't want to hunt them down. And there's definitely a skepticism with network marketing that you do need to know a lot of people, and you don't. All I've done is shared this amazing product and business with other people that love it as much as I do. So if you have a look at any other traditional business model out there, I'm a visual person, so I'm going to get my little whiteboard out. Most of them have got the same model. Everyone's the same. So most traditional businesses look like this. So at the top, you've got your CEOs, and then you've got your different levels of managers, supervisors, team leaders, checkout chicks, minions, everyone down here, all the receptionist, tradies, salesperson. So I used to sit around this middle section here, and it took me 27 years to get up to that. And I knew that up the top, there was less room at the top. The promotions in my old job, there was only one job as a manager. There's only or in my job there's only one CEO of a company. And what I loved about this was, in our business model, we kind of look at it more like this. We all start at the bottom exactly the same. We all pay our $165 when we start, but we all have the same opportunity to be able to work towards our pinnacle position, which is NMD. So it doesn't matter who you are, what you've done before, what skills you have, or your background. The only thing that's stopping us getting to here is nothing. Everyone can do it. So the only way that we can do this is by helping other people reach their financial and lifestyle goals, which in turn allows us to give us the opportunity just to create that above average lifestyle that I know I didn't have when I was working a 9 to 5. Losing my voice. And so I love that the products here were mine to keep on my own. I'm going to share my little slideshow now with you guys so that I can talk through the products as well. Share screen. So some of the things that I love, I've just highlighted on this slideshow, but I love that the products I had were mine to keep, my own. I didn't have to have a garage full of products. We literally just connect our customers with the company, with Juice Plus, and they do the rest, which is so awesome. So I knew that I wasn't a social media influencer at all before I started here. I didn't even have an Instagram page before I started, but I plugged into the step-by-step training that they put on for us and just learned how to use social media to build my business, and also through word of mouth. And by doing that, it's built my confidence to do something totally new. So the last part on here was that I really didn't think I had time to do this in my day, around 2 kids and just doing part-time work. But what I found was all I needed to do was to get started on 30 minutes a day, and I just built it from there. So you get to choose your own hours and just work from wherever you want to. So how do we do this? Well, we do it by aligning with our incredible wellness company called Juice Plus. And I'm just going to flick through the slides. So Juice Plus has been in business now for over 50 years, and we operate in over 20 countries around the world, which is amazing. And our purpose has always been to inspire healthy living around the world and build a stable and lasting company that helps as many people realize their dreams as possible. So I want to talk tonight just about what Juice Plus actually is. So these are our core products here. So first of all, I want to hear from you guys. I'd love for you to drop in the comments if you're feeling at the moment like you're getting 7 to 10 serves of fruit and veggies in your diet every single day. And that can be your kids as well, or just you, or you might have some other family members that you look after. So these are our premium pack, and they deliver a unique blend of 30 different fruits, veggies, and berries in a capsule. They're pretty cool. So they're combined, excuse me, they're combined with additional plant-based nutrients and vitamins to help create these high-quality supplements to add more natural antioxidants into your diet. And they work in synergy to deliver a range of healthy benefits through your body. So the whole foods that they use in the capsules are harvested at the peak of ripeness, keeping all of the nutrition intact. So the key word here with this is variety. So I love to think about these as an extra 2 green smoothies or juices in my day without the mess or the fuss or the inconvenience of juicing, because that drove me nuts. So we all know that we need more fruits and veggies in our day, and Juice Plus is just an amazing way to be able to bridge that gap between where you are now on your health journey to where you actually want to be. So the next product I want to talk about that we have is our 100% vegan and plant-based omega blend. And they're plant-based oils, which provide you omegas 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9, which are amazing. So these omegas have proven benefits of DHA and EPA, and DHA is the one that contributes to maintain your vision and your eye health, your brain function, and your central nervous system development as well. So unfortunately, most people are lacking the omega fatty acids that they need to actually live optimally. So the only way that we can get all of the essential fatty acids of omega-3 and 6 is from food. So if we're not eating the right kind of foods and we don't naturally produce it, we have to get it from a supplement. So these are just a great way to ensure that your body is getting what it needs in the way of good fats. So they're also gluten-free, they have no artificial colors or preservatives, and they're not derived from fish, so it's more sustainable. So we simply skip the fish and we go straight to the original source of the algae, which is great. So, excuse me, these are our amazing vanilla and complete chocolate shakes. Vanilla and chocolate complete shakes. So one of these shakes provides your body with a full mix of plant-based proteins. There's 17 added superfoods. They're vegan, non-GMO, gluten, and dairy-free. And they're also an excellent source of fiber. They're low GI, and they contain heaps of pre and probiotic ingredients, which is cool. So I love to use these just in a shake, in my shaker. I mix them with water or milk. You can make a big smoothie out of them and use it not so much as a meal replacement, but I love to have mine for lunch and mix them with fruits and veggies and stuff like that as well. But you can also use them in pancakes or protein balls. They're really great, and the kids love them too. So breakfast is my go-to for the shakes. And when that 3 p.m. sugar cravings hit, you can also use them for that, or pre and post-workout drinks as well. So because they're low GI, they just give you a really great slow release of energy. And they're great for gut health too, because it's got the pre and probiotics in them. So the other thing that I loved about Juice Plus, I'm a bit of a researcher, and you know, the Juice Plus is really great with all of their research because the products have been around for over 25 years. And over that time, they've received over 35 peer-reviewed medical journal published studies on the product, and it's independent research as well. So Juice Plus is the most researched brand name nutraceutical product in the world. And all of these studies are done in leading hospitals and universities around the world, which is really great. So the biggest key for me was the kids. So how cute are all of these kids? They're so amazing with all of their chews. And Juice Plus actually runs one of the largest observational studies in the world to help even more children and families across the globe enjoy all the benefits of having a healthy lifestyle. So all of our kids that are ages between 4 and 18 can receive Juice Plus chews or capsules for free, completely free, for up to 4 years with one paying adult sponsor. So the results that come out of this product is absolutely incredible. It's backed by 20 years of results on the product. And the family health study helps you to document all of the lasting positive effects of the changes that you and the kids can make over time. Now, for me, my kids haven't had a day off school, touch wood, apart from lockdowns in just over 6 years now. So these have just been amazing to have for my family health. Now, we do all of this through a program called the Vitality Hub as well. So we know it can be really confusing and overwhelming when you start a new health journey. So we aim to design a program that has everything you need in one spot. So off the back of having the capsules, we have this beautiful holistic health program just to complement all of your results and to help you get amazing results in whatever aspect of health that you wanted to work towards. Now, our program's called the Vitality Hub, as you can see. And in there's recipes to help you enjoy cooking, home workouts you can do with limited time, Pilates, yoga, meditation, 8-week challenges, and heaps of educational webinars that you can just master heaps of different areas in your life, even money, that, because all of those kind of things impact your health like it did for me all those years ago. So we just want to get you back to basics and nourish your body, enable you to make long-term sustainable change so that you don't have to diet again and you get to learn about the power of food. So there's no deprivation, it's super simple and delicious, and you can just bring it all into your family routine. Now, the reason we recommend the Juice Plus products alongside of our program is because there's fewer than 1 in 10 children and adults that eat the recommended amounts of fruits and veggies. And I know that I wasn't doing it. My kids were just eating their standard baby spinach, cucumber, and carrot. That's their favorite. They're not getting the wide variety of the 30 fruits and veggies that they have when they take their Juice Plus. So I'm going to bring this to life a little bit more, and Jen's going to share her story of just what she loves about the products as well. So Jen, I'm going to hand it back over to you.
Thank you. So yeah, when I first started on the products, I've always felt that I ate healthy. I used to take a few different vitamins or superfoods, which I didn't realise, how the difference between, your body absorbing vitamins, how you don't actually absorb 90% of them, that you actually pee a lot of it out, as these being a whole food products that you actually absorb them all straight away. But the thing for me was, I was taking a few, like I used to take magnesium and a couple of multivitamins and that, but I was still getting leg cramps. I was having night sweats. I'd sort of, had that afternoon swelling energy. I also suffered a lot from different skin things. I'd get like that monthly outbreak of acne, like through my whole adult life, which wasn't very much fun. And then also being at my age, I was sort of venturing into menopause. So like I was starting to get night sweats and everything like that. So once I started the products, within a few weeks, the first thing I noticed was an increase in my energy and sort of just being a bit more clearer in the head and everything like that. Then, I noticed that well, actually, like I stopped taking the vitamins because they all ran out. So I just thought, well, I'll just keep taking these capsules just to see how I go. So I noticed that that I wasn't getting any leg cramps, as I was still getting them when I was just taking magnesium. So yeah, I didn't get any more leg cramps, that my night sweats stopped. And I've actually like gone through menopause now, and that, you know, I haven't really had any symptoms at all. I used to joke and just say that I'm going to duck and it could just go over my head, and I think it worked because I never really got anything. So I'm really grateful for that. And I think that's, you know, having the omegas and just having, you know, following a good diet. And, you know, I know that I don't always eat healthy, and I'm just, you know, grateful that I've got these. So for the days that, you know, I don't eat healthy, or I'm, you know, running out the door, that I can have a shake, or take one with me as a, you know, in case I'd rather have that than go somewhere and not have a good choice of food. And yeah, and I've just noticed too, like some of the benefits from people that I've shared it with, like it's really nice to get that response back that, you know, when people say, well, I'm actually pooing better, and just feeling the energy, that, you know, other people have had improvement in their skin. Like there was one person that you know, had quite a lot of issues with their skin through stress and chronic fatigue. So it's helped them to get their energy back, and, you know, their skin's improved heaps. And yeah, just I personally, you know, just put my health as a priority, because I know that, you know, we only do have one body. I get people commenting saying, you know, that I'm glowing, and, you know, I do feel healthy. And, you know, just knowing that those days when I'm just lacking in sleep, that I can still jump out of bed and still, you know, function properly. And I'm sure if I didn't have these capsules, some days I wouldn't be functioning very well at all. So now Adam's going to share for us a bit how we get paid.
Awesome. Thanks, Jenny. Hey, congratulations on your anniversary, and congratulations on this showcase. So cool to see so many people on here tonight. If you guys are on here on the live, or maybe you're watching the recording, I want to talk about a couple of things. I think when Juice Plus came into my life, I was already in the health and fitness space. I was passionate about health. I'd come across lots of products, and when I took the time to have a look at the products, they definitely ticked a lot of boxes. This is an amazing product. It's the most research nutraceutical in the world. I definitely felt like I could stand behind it. I'm passionate about health. I feel like I eat pretty well every day. But Juice Plus for me is just, often people ask me, you know, what is Juice Plus for you? And I always say it's like me adding 2 extra green smoothies or juices each and every day without the mess, the inconvenience and fuss of juicing every day. I like the idea of juicing. I don't like the labor intensive work that it is, especially cleaning that thing. If you agree with me on that, then write a number 1 in the chat. No one likes to clean that juicer. But for me, the business was what really got my attention. Honestly, I actually said no to this for about 3 years. And I always had some misperceptions around what this was and how it worked. But I saw some success around me in this space that I couldn't ignore anymore. I'd met a young kid that was making more money per month than I was making per year. And I was making an okay 6-figure income, and that kind of blew my mind. And at the time, I was a traditional business owner working 60, 70 hours a week. I got into owning my own business because I ultimately wanted to be able to wake up every day and kind of do life on my terms. And I often say this, but traditional business never really delivered on the dreams and aspirations that I was looking for. It wasn't giving me freedom. You know, I thought staff was going to be the ticket to freedom, and that was like having an adult kindergarten. I think one of the things that resonated with me about this business is that there are multiple ways that you can earn money. And I think we all need to think about multiple ways to make money, not just trade time for money or sell a product and just get paid for that. I think, you know, those days are limited for every single one of us. We need to be finding ways how we could leverage our efforts for the work that we do for today into the future. And that's what resonated with me here. So we get paid 3 ways in this business. The first way we get paid is through retail sales profit. And all we're doing is we're connecting the customer with the company. The company ships the product straight to the customer, and Juice Plus puts money in your bank account for doing that. There's no holding, there's no holding cost. You don't have to buy a whole bunch of product, put it in a cupboard and hope that you sell it before it goes out of date or any of that. There's none of that stuff, which is really appealing to me. And I think it's appealing to lots of people. There's no real risk to this. The second way we get paid is bonuses. And, I think for most of us that work for somebody, bonuses are a bit of a thing of the past. But we all love bonuses. We all love ways. It's just a little extra boost by putting a little bit more effort, getting some better results and doing that. Our bonus structure is quite amazing. Not only is there about $125,000 worth of bonuses along the journey here, and I am proud to say that I've accessed all of those bonuses over the last 8 years of being here. But the other cool thing I love about the bonus structure is that when you often help someone pick up a bonus, the company pays you the same bonus for teaching them, which there is a real camaraderie, people linking arms, helping each other be successful here. And then the third way we get paid is what we commonly know as residual or passive income, the ability to be able to earn money even while you sleep. And I think we all need to find ways how we can make money even when we're not working. If for me as a personal trainer, when a client turned up, I got paid. But when I went on holidays, they were away, they got sick, I didn't get paid. And I think never has there been a time in our lives where we have been affected by when can't we work and maybe we can't get paid over the last couple of years. So that residual component to this business is the thing that I love about it, and it's the thing that sets this apart from everything else that I've ever done and is so attractive. I'm proud to say that within 12 months, this became my full-time income. I was able to walk away from my traditional business, and this has grown from leaps and bounds since then. I love doing what we do. I love linking arms with people like Jenny and Lee and teaching and supporting them and helping them get what they want to get out of this. And I would say to you tonight, like if you're here tonight, I want to first of all say a big thank you for jumping on and supporting Jenny's showcase event to help her celebrate an awesome milestone and another anniversary of her doing. I really appreciate you guys getting on here and supporting. And I would invite you a couple of things. If this year was going to be your year about getting healthier and you really are serious about that, then I really want to encourage you to try the products. The products are amazing. I had the products at home for a long time, never really took them properly, but it wasn't until I took them properly that I realized how incredible the products are. So I urge you, if getting healthier, having more energy, balancing your hormones, all those sort of things is something that resonate with you, please reach out. Why not support somebody that you know rather than some big ugly company? I think that's one of the things I love about this, supporting one another. And then the second, if the idea of creating an extra income, getting on top of your financial situation, creating more financial flexibility or certainty and security in your life is something that's appealing to you, then again, do what I did. I know for me at the time when I saw this 8 years ago, I definitely had some questions still, but I probably asked myself a couple of really specific questions. And the first one was, what if? What if this thing could work? What if I could create an extra income in and around what was already a pretty crazy busy life? And for me, an extra $500 to $1,000 a month made a difference back then, big time. So I was like, why wouldn't I give this a go? And I think the other question was, if it's not this, then what? What truly can deliver on the dreams and aspirations that you're looking for? I'd invite you guys to dream again. That life doesn't have to be as hard as what we're often in. Is that there are better ways. I think we all know, and I can say this in hindsight, the world has changed through social media, the internet, word of mouth. This is the way of the future. This is how most of us come across products and services these days. And tonight's a great example of that. One click of one little link, and here we are all in front of each other. That's what I love about what this is. It's so easy to connect. It's so easy to teach other people to do. And I invite you to come have a closer look, because I'm so glad that I did. And I know Jenny feels the same way too. So again, Jen, thank you so much for having me on. It's always an honor to link arms with you and support you. Maybe you want to say just a little goodbye and thank you as well for everyone being on here tonight.
Yeah, I really appreciate everyone that jumped on. for jumping on and listening what we have to share. And I appreciate, all your support in my life. And yeah, just want to say, if you do have any questions, definitely just reach out, send me a message. And if you are interested in jumping on some of the products, I can do you a special deal if you just want to send me a message with the word epic, and I'll do you a special deal for being on the Zoom.
Awesome.
And thank you from my heart.
Thanks, Jen. Thanks, Lee. Amazing tonight.
Thank you,
See you
Lee.
guys. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.